Hello, this is Dan Ferrisi, Group Director of Content and Editorial, Industrial and Tech at Emerald. So happy to be joined today by my friend Randy Stearns, who is CEO of D-Tools. Topic of conversation is, of course, business resources and software tools, aligning with our business resources deep dive, which will be all over both commercialintegrator.com and securitysales.com throughout the month of December and in our November-December issue of CI plus SSI. Really informative presentation. Of course, D-Tools is part of that presentation, one of our sponsors, and a leading industry software tool. Thank you so much, Randy, for joining me today and giving us some insights into D-Tools and your revolutionary technology.
You're welcome, Dan. It's great to see you.
Always great to see you. So why don't we look back on 2025? Before we went live, we were talking about what a consequential year it has been for D-Tools. So what would you say stands out as the most consequential development among many for D-Tools and your customers this past year?
Well, I'll start with this by saying that it's been another really solid growth year. We're up 20+% as we typically are. In 2025, we've added over, I don't know what the exact count is anymore, but over 25 new employees. And we landed our largest customer. It's been a really good year, but I would say the biggest news is that we took on a sizable strategic investment to help accelerate growth. And what I like about that is it's not just, well, the capital, which is an 8-figure capital infusion that'll kind of give us the firepower to take D-Tools and the industry to a whole new level. What I love about it more is the expertise that it's brought along with it. The investment team is a 2-person team, one of whom is John Heyman, who's a former CEO of Snap One, really an industry icon. And he's got a proven track record in achieving outsized results with any company that he's touched. He's very well connected. He knows the industry well. He understands what levers to pull to get results. And he's just been a great ally and fun to have on our team. I spend time with him. I'm probably in 2 or 3 meetings with him a week. We just had breakfast an hour ago. So I just left his side. But he's very engaged and very involved and supportive. The other side of the investment team, which people wouldn't know, is a gentleman named Alon Goren, who is a brilliant technologist. He's been involved in founding technology companies for his whole career. And he started an AI company 12 years ago, which has a phenomenal team of AI engineers, four of whom have been infused into D-Tools and are now part of our team and really taking us to all new levels from an innovation standpoint. So I think you're going to see some interesting results coming out of the team on the AI side as a result of that expertise being added to the team. So kind of in summary, I would say that 25 has set the stage for a really exciting 1926. Going back in time, 2026. And we'll focus on a number of things. We'll focus on accelerating the pace of product development, which is super critical. I would say improved mobility in terms of mobile apps. We're going to be obviously doing a lot with embedded AI and just become much more of an innovator in a variety of ways. So it's been a great year, and next year is going to be really fun and exciting.
A great year to be sure. And I love the fact that you underscored it was not just a financial infusion, but also a brain power infusion, a further leveling up of what was already a truly industry leading team and bringing that expertise to bear to bring D-Tools in exciting new directions. Really exciting stuff. I will ask a little bit about your 2 flagship solutions, though. SI, of course, D-Tools Cloud. I'm interested in your perspective on how integrators should choose the right fit for their business and how the recent investment might influence that decision making.
It's a surprisingly good question. We shouldn't have to answer this question, but it's a really good question. We've created some confusion in the marketplace by having 2 full end-to-end solutions, and we're very aware of that, and we're trying to manage that the best we can. The truth of the matter is that both products are doing D-Tools Cloud is now a mature product. They're both doing exceedingly well in the marketplace. So we're very excited about the prospects of both. They both benefit from this incredible product library that we have with dealer-specific pricing. But there are stark differences that are important to understand, and I'll do my best to highlight here in the short time that we have. SI should be thought of as an enterprise solution for larger organizations. It is what I like to call the workhorse of the industry. It's virtually bug-free. It's bulletproof. It's a really solid solution that does a lot. When companies are looking at which solution to implement, I would say they would select SI when engineering depth is important. In other words, detailed schematic drawings, complete with IOs and connections and all that, accurate rack elevations, etc. When they need detailed documentation, things like wire schedules and wire labels, that's a part of SI. And customizable dashboards and reporting. It's very flexible from that standpoint. Custom integrations with like maybe more advanced ERPs or enterprise ERP solutions, and more advanced workflows, things like team member notifications, multi-stage approvals, Gantt charts, etc. So it's a highly sophisticated solution for companies doing larger projects that require engineering and in-depth project management. D-Tools Cloud, on the other hand, should be selected when what matters most is ease of use, rapid onboarding, proposal throughput, mobility in the form of working out in the field, in the product in every way, and a modern user experience, a much more modern user experience than with SI. There are some features. It's a very like complete suite of features, but there are some features that I love about it, and some of my favorites are the ability to easily design, sell, and manage service plans, as well as other recurring revenue services like monitoring and subscriptions. It's really good at that, as well as the ability to invoice and collect payment on project as well and recurring revenues. So that's a really important capability of the software. Also managing inventory. It's excellent at that. So there's a lot of key features that I think really step it a level ahead of SI from a feature parity standpoint, and make it unique. So I'd say post-investment, because you asked about how the investment impacts these products in our roadmap. We've accelerated our product roadmap for both products. We're moving at a faster pace. Both are getting mobile apps finally. The mobile app for D-Tools Cloud should be out in next couple of weeks. It's in the App Store for approval right now. And then the mobile app for SI is also complete, but won't be released until we have our next SI release, which will be in March. So the investment has enabled that, as well as a significant dose of embedded AI in both solutions. So that's a little bit about SI versus cloud, and hopefully that provides some clarity.
I think that it does for sure. And exciting news about those mobile apps as well. Thank you for letting us know when they're going to be rolling out. I appreciate you kind of disambiguating the benefits and the features of SI and cloud. And it really does seem, as I said at the outset, they're kind of two flagship solutions. They seem to have kind of a homeostasis within the organization where both that continue, as you say, to be developed. They both have their ardent supporters, and they both bring a lot of value to the market in their own way.
Yeah.
As far as 2026 goes, you've talked about a number of different things, whether it's a faster release cadence, AI-infused technology, analytics, innovation. These are all priorities, it seems like, as D-Tools looks ahead to 26. What should Commercial Integrator and its readers expect to see? Because obviously we avidly watch D-Tools. You're a recognized industry innovator. You help people run their businesses better. What should we be watching as 2026 unfolds?
Um, it's going to be a big year. It's going to be a fun year. I would probably um, whittle it down to a handful of things. I would say pace, the pace of product development. And I'll go into each of these in a little bit of detail, but mobility, like I mentioned, the mobile solutions, um, embedded AI, innovation, and our industry analytics and insights. Those are the five things that, if we look at our strategic plan, we're really focused on. So when it comes to the pace of product development, AI helps with that a lot through rapid prototyping and vibe coding. We'll have shorter release cycles. You'll see your readers will see a quicker turnaround of both new features and customer requested enhancements. And we'll also be providing transparency in our product roadmap. So we've committed to that so that customers can see what's coming next. So that's on the pace side. Then we move to mobility. I think I've covered that. We're launching the two mobile apps, which our customers are applauding, and we are internally applauding because it's been a long time in coming. Then we can move to applied or embedded AI in not only in D-Tools Cloud, but also in SI. We've got some pretty exciting things we're doing in SI on the AI front. So a lot of ideas and a robust roadmap, I would say, some of which is underway and some of which is more in the R&D stage. But to give some examples, we'll be assisting with proposals by suggesting parts and packages and alternates. We'll surface upsell opportunities. There'll be a lot of assistance from that standpoint using AI. We'll be able to more accurately help our customers estimate labor based on historical proposals and the project context. We'll be able to do some anomaly and risk detection, things like flagging margin leaks or scheduling conflicts, or maybe advanced procurement requirements. So helping our customers out in those areas. And what I would call service intelligence, the ability to remind customers when a service plan is coming up for renewal, and also do things like troubleshooting guidance, like actually provide guidance in the field in troubleshooting problems. So a lot of AI functionality that we have planned, and I think will help our customers in new and innovative ways. Speaking of innovation, I think that's another area that we're really focused on. I want to be careful not to share any secrets. So let's just say this, that the goal is by the end of 26 for us to have transformed in a way that repositions us as an innovative industry innovation leader. And I think the market will see a lot of those things coming out of the company that they wouldn't have expected from us in the past. So we'll wait and reveal those things at the right time. And then lastly, we're very focused on our industry analytics and insights portion of the business, which is kind of becoming a whole separate business unit. For suppliers and distributors, that means richer visibility of channel performance. It means market and product category trends, even production planning signals. So a lot of really good and valuable insights for the supplier channel or suppliers in the channel. For integrators, a lot of good insights there as well. Performance benchmarking against the broader industry, for example. Backlog health, gross margin analysis by category, by project type. So a lot of things that we can do to help our customers with understanding their business and where it is and where it's going. The goal is ultimately to move from a more descriptive to a predictive approach, right? So we're not just sharing what's happened, but rather what's likely to happen next,
Hmm.
and where to focus their resources, they being either suppliers or integrators, depending on who's getting these insights. But that's our goal, is to help them see what's coming so that they can pivot when they need to pivot and not be surprised by what's coming. So anyway, in short, accelerating the pace of development, improving mobility, embedded AI, innovation, and the data analytics and insights. So it's a lot to chew on. It's it's been busy around here. It's fun and exciting. It's exhausting, but a lot of good things happening.
Randy, I may not have been able to coax any closely held secrets out of you, but you gave us a ton of great information, and it makes me understand why the team at D-Tools and you are so excited, not just about what a year you had for 2025, but the great things in store for 2026. I really appreciate you taking the time to brief me, to brief our audience about all the latest goings on. It's clearly going to be another consequential year for D-Tools ahead.
Yep, we're excited about it. Like I said, it's a lot happening all at once, but it's going to be a fun ride, and yeah, we're looking forward to the path ahead.
It was a pleasure to talk to you as always, my friend Randy Stearns, CEO of D-Tools. My name is Dan Ferrisi. I am Group Director of Content and Editorial for Industrial and Tech at Emerald. As I said at the outset, please do check out both securitysales.com and commercialintegrator.com throughout the month of December, when we're going to be showcasing our business resources deep dive, of which D-Tools is part. You can also see it in our November-December print issue of CI plus SSI. I look forward to having more conversations with you in the future, Randy, as we talk about the exciting future of software in our space. Again, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Dan.